What's happening, everybody? Mystery Man Motivation here, and I'm back at you guys with another video. And on today's video, I want to talk to you guys about being unapologetically you. Be you unapologetically. Now, we hear that a lot. You know, we look for motivational videos online, we look to different sources, and they always say, be yourself, be true to oneself, or to thyself be true. You know, we hear all these different terms and phrases that tells us to, be ourselves, be yourself. That's all you can be, right? So we hear that a lot, but what do we mean by that? What is the true meaning of being yourself and being, unapologetically yourself? If you ask me, being unapologetically yourself is going for what you want in life, unapologetically, stating what's on your mind, unapologetically, stating what you feel about and what your opinions are in circumstances and situations, unapologetically, go for your purpose, unapologetically, stand up for yourself, unapologetically, and live your truth, unapologetically. This concept of being yourself is strange. It's weird, and I'm gonna break it down why. Because somebody might say, okay, what does that mean to be myself? How can I be myself? But I might feel like this one day, but I might feel this way another day. So how am I being myself? Because people talk about being yourself as if, being consistent with who you are. And like it can't change. But the fact of reality is that we're always changing. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, a lot of you even a month ago. We all adapt because life changes. Things change with us. We grow facial hair, we grow taller, our voice gets deeper. Things change with age. So by nature, we're changing, we're evolving, we're constantly evolving to getting older. So you're not the same person you were when you're 10 years old to when you're 20 years old. You're not the same person as a 20-year-old as you are a 30-year-old. You're not the same as a 40-year-old as you were as a 30-year-old. So life is always going through a constant changes and states of being different. So how can you be true to yourself if you're always changing? You might like pizza one day, but 5 years from now, you might get tired of pizza. You might not like pizza anymore. You might like a certain car, but years down the line or a month down the line or however long down the line, this may change. You might like a specific person, but down the line, you might not feel the same way. So how is it that you're being true to yourself unapologetically if you're constantly changing things about yourself? If your viewpoints constantly change, you may be conservative one moment or liberal the next, or a liberal one moment and conservative the next. Things change, you evolve, your hairstyle changes, people change their hair all the time. Women wear different nail colors, you wear different makeup looks. Things change consistently. Life is never the same. This whole idea that you have to be the same person no matter what, that's not true. But what is true is that being authentically, unapologetically yourself is understanding what you feel in a particular moment and staying true to that. Staying true to what you feel you are in a specific moment. If you're upset one moment, but you're happy the next, are you being true to yourself? Because if this notion of being true to yourself means that you were the same person every day, all day, that means your emotions have to be the same. That means if you're happy, you're always got to be happy. If you're sad, you're always got to be sad. But this can change. You have the power to change it, which means that things are going to change, whether you like it or not. Things are going to happen in your life that you're not going to be happy with. It's going to change your state of mind. So are you being untrue to yourself because your mind state changed about a particular event that occurred? No. Being true to yourself is going for what you want in a specific moment. Being true to who you are and what you feel. Getting control of who you are, which is understanding who you are. You don't have to force anything. Being true to yourself is just letting yourself flow. If you don't like coffee, you don't have to like coffee. If there's a certain ideology that the masses subscribe to, you don't have to subscribe to that. A lot of people do because they feel like this is what's popular, so I don't want to offend people. But you have to live true to your morals. What are your standards? No one is going to live your life for you. That's up to you. You're the director of your destiny. So if you're the director of your destiny, life is changing. If you want to be in the business, let's say music, the music business changed 10 years ago from where it is today. So you have to make necessary changes to adapt to what the world is. So you're always going to be changing. You're always going to be evolving. You're not going to look the same 20 years down the line. You may be able to hold up certain physicalities about yourself, but you're going to change regardless. Things are always changing. So don't get changing as being not true to yourself. Don't associate the two with one another, because they're not. Change is a part of growth. It's a part of the human life. It's a part of the universe. Everything is constantly changing. Laws change. Rules change. Fashion statements change. Trends change. Things change. And you have to understand that. You can't be caught up on being one way, because life is going to change you whether you are for or against it. You're going to get old no matter what. Unless you pass away young, you're going to age. You can't control that. That's life. So your life is about changing. So don't associate changing with being inconsistent with who you are, because who you are is going to change. That's just life, and that's just nature. But the key is to understand these changes, to become aware of these changes, understand them, and become one with them, so that you can go throughout life knowing who you are, because you don't want to lose your identity with the changes that's occurring in life. You don't want to get lost in the sauce. Things are constantly going through emotion. You have to understand what the motion is, make the necessary changes that's best for you. Not best for the world or best for some other person, best for you. Knowing what's best for you, taking action according to what is best for you. If you feel like you have to lose weight, do it for you. If you feel like you have to get bigger, do it for you. If you feel like you have to pursue a specific purpose, do it for you. It's all about doing what you want to do in a particular moment. But what you want to do can change at any moment. You might want to be a police officer one day, then 2 years down the line, you want to be a firefighter. It's all about following what's in your heart. Staying true to what's in your heart, because your heart is going to respond to what is going on in life, what's going on in this cycle of life, this motion. Your heart is constantly leading you to the right direction in which life is going. So you have to follow your heart, trust your heart, become one with yourself, be in tune with who you are. That's being true to yourself. Just because your parents don't like what you do for a living, or let's say your significant other doesn't agree with something, but if it's truly who you are, if it's consistent with your morality, if it's consistent with what you want to do that, no matter who it upsets. If you believe something in your heart as the truth, you stand on that. If you get proven wrong about something, be okay with that. Don't be attached to being right. Don't have this attachment to always having the answer, because you're not always going to have the answer. And that's being true to yourself, understanding that life, things change. You're always in a state of learning. You're a student of life. Even teachers have to continuously learn so that they can teach for tomorrow. You have to learn today to teach tomorrow. So stay true to what you believe. I don't care who it pisses off. I don't care who's upset with you. This is your truth, and you wholeheartedly meditate on it and believe on it, and you're convicted in your heart with it. Stick to it. Don't let nobody sway you and deter you because they feel a certain way about it. Let people feel what they feel. Don't try to change what they feel. Worry about what you feel and stick to it. People are going to respect you. Even if they're upset at you, the respect's going to always be there, because they can trust you to be truthful. People who change with the wind, people who change their opinions just to cater to others and to, go along with this whole go along to get along nonsense. Stick to who you are. What do you believe? I don't care if the world disagrees with you. I don't care if everybody disagrees with you. Stay true to who you are unapologetically. Don't ever apologize for being yourself. Life is a game of strategy as well. So I'm not telling you to be offensive. Be true. Have goodness from your heart. Have good intentions. If it comes out a certain way and it's coming from a place of love, but they can't receive that, that is not your problem. That is not your problem. That is not your place to try to make everybody feel comfortable. You feel comfortable. Be comfortable in your own skin. Be true to what you feel and stand on that. Do your own research. Learn. Continuously learn. Don't always think you have the answers, because you don't. Learn. Be true to yourself. That's understanding who you are in a specific moment, and if that's the decision you want to make, stick to it and stand on it. Until then, always know what you want. Always. If you question things, that'll get you the answer. If you want to answer, you have to ask a question. They come together. Just like the yin and the yang. There's black or white. There's tall, there's short. There's an answer, there has to be a question. So life is a game of balance. Find your balance. Find where you fit in. Stick to that and don't let anybody sway you from that. If you feel something wholeheartedly that this is the best decision for you, let you be the judge of that. Take opinions from other people, especially if they're credible. Hear other people out, but at the end of the day, stick to what you want in life. Take advice from your heart, but seek the truth. Don't feel like you have all the answers. Always be looking for answers. And with that being said, Mystery Man Motivation here. And if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, because I'm here to bring you daily motivational content so that you can find and tap into the best of who you are. And with that being said, Mystery Man Motivation here. I'm out.